说中文。
Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hi, Chinese learners. I'm Jenny. You're listening to a newbie lesson from Chinese Pod.
Hey everybody, my name is Greg.
Well, today our dialogue is a very common exchange between a student and a teacher.
That is correct. If you're a student of Chinese, you will be using a few phrases within this dialogue quite often, I would suspect.
So we're talking about how to read some words, characters in Chinese, right? So in this dialogue, there's a very important verb.
Right.
念
Nian. So this is N-I-A-N, fourth tone, and this means to read aloud.
Yes. 念
Okay, so we're going to be listening to the dialogue 3 times, and be sure you listen for that word within the dialogue.
Dialogue first time.
这3个字念出租车。
不好意思，请再说一遍。
这3个字念出租车。
出租车。
Second time.
这3个字念出租车。
不好意思，请再说一遍。
这3个字念出租车。
出租车。
Third time.
这3个字念出租车。
不好意思，请再说一遍。
这3个字念出租车。
出租车。
And now the translation.
这3个字念出租车。
These 3 characters are read 出租车.
这3个字念出租车。
These 3 characters are read 出租车.
这3个字念出租车。不好意思，请再说一遍。
Sorry, please say it one more time.
不好意思，请再说一遍。
Sorry, please say it one more time.
不好意思，请再说一遍。这3个字念出租车。
These 3 characters are read 出租车.
这3个字念出租车。
These 3 characters are read 出租车.
这3个字念出租车。出租车。
出租车.
出租车。
Oh, 出租车.
出租车。So there's a small mystery in this dialogue.
What is a 出租车?
Exactly.
So,
Well, if you don't already know it, shall we keep it under wraps?
yeah, let's wait till the end of the introduction.
Okay. And for those of you who know what this word means, just bear with us.
Yes, please.
Okay, let's take this dialogue from the top.
Yes,
So a teacher starts the conversation, right?
correct.
And they said, 这3个字念出租车。这3个字念出租车。
Okay, so from the first line, we can hear the key word that we previewed.
念
Okay, again, to read aloud. So what comes before this verb, though?
这3个字。这3个字。
Okay, so let's break this down character by character. The first character,
这
Z-H-E, fourth tone. This means this or these.
Exactly.
It can mean either one depending on the number of items after it.
Yes. And in this case, we have 3 of something, right?
Right.
3个字。3个字。
Okay, so the first character here is the character for 3.
三。
So what are we talking about? 3 of what?
字 字
So this is character. Now I notice there's a little particle in between these two. You can't just say 三字.
Nope. When you're counting, when you're saying 3 of something, 10 of something,
Right.
you need to add 个
Okay.
3个字3个字
So this particle GE neutral tone is referred to as a measure word, correct?
That's right.
Okay, and often when you're counting anything, any item, any noun, you're going to need a measure word in order to make it correct.
Yeah, so a number, then 个 something. You'll see that a lot.
Right.
For example, we have 3个字 here. And if you want to say 3 people, 3个人3个人
Okay. Perfect. So these 3 characters are read aloud.
这3个字念这3个字念出租车出租车
Okay, so again, the mystery word reveals itself here, but we won't get into the definition until the end.
No? Okay. Well,
Welcome back to another installment of Chinese Pod Trivia. And the question for you is, for what test does Chinese Pod offer preparation services for? Is it A, the polygraph, B, the colonoscopy, C, the HSK test, or D, the CAT scan?
The CAT scan?
Ooh, sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, the HSK test. That's right, Chinese Pod will thoroughly prepare you to pass this rigorous test of proficiency in Chinese. ChinesePod.com/HSK.
so you can imagine they're probably looking at a book
Right.
or a piece of paper together, which has these 3 characters, right? The teacher is pointing and say, 这3个字念出租车
Right. But the student's still a little bit confused, right? So what do they say?
不好意思，请再说一遍。不好意思，请再说一遍。
Okay, perfect. So at the very beginning of this sentence, there's a very important, very common phrase.
不好意思，不好意思。
Okay, so this is a set phrase,
Yes.
which means sorry.
对，不好意思，不好意思。
So this can be used in a wide variety of situations. You bump into someone or you forget to do something or anything. Any time when you think you could be saying sorry, you can use this phrase.
Well, it's sorry in a light, not very severe way.
Right, right.
If you broke someone's heart, you probably need another word.
Okay. Fair
Okay,
enough.
but in this case, this will suffice.
Okay.
不好意思，不好意思，请再说一遍，请再说一遍。
Okay, so this second part is actually a very good phrase to remember, I guess, but we'll still break it down character by character.
Okay, so the first one is 请，请。
Okay, Q-I-N-G, third tone, and this means please.
Yes, so when you want to make your request more polite, when you want to sound polite, you can add this 请。
Right.
请再说一遍，再说一遍。
So this as a whole means to say again.
Yeah, please say it one more time.
Right. So what's the verb here? How do we say to say?
说，说。
So that's S-H-U-O first tone, which
Yes.
means to say. So after the verb, we have this other 2-character phrase.
一遍，一遍。
So that's Y-I first tone, B-I-A-N fourth tone. And this means one time?
Exactly.
Okay, to say one time.
说一遍，说一遍。But if you want someone to say it one more time,
One additional time.
yes, then you add this word 在. But be very careful where you add it.
Okay.
It comes before the verb. 再说一遍，再说一遍。
Okay, and this literally means just to say one more time.
Exactly. Now pay attention to the structure. It's 在 verb plus 一遍, meaning do something one more time.
Right.
Now, if we wanted to say Let's listen one more time.
How do we say that?
再听一遍。再听一遍。
So 听 is the word for to hear, to listen.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Then the teacher, of course, obliges. And they say, 这三个字念出租车。这三个字念出租车。
Okay, so I don't think we need to go over that again.
That would be overkill. But then there's an overkill again.
The student finally understands and says,
Oh, 出租车。出租车。
okay, so you've heard 出租车approximately 50 times now, and I think it's finally time we reveal what it is. It is
Taxi.
taxi.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, let's listen to the dialogue 3 more times. Dialogue first time.
这三个字念出租车。
不好意思，请再说一遍。
这三个字念出租车。
哦，出租车。
Second time.
这三个字念出租车。
不好意思，请再说一遍。
这三个字念出租车。
哦，出租车。
Third time.
这三个字念出租车。
不好意思，请再说一遍。
这三个字念出租车。
哦，出租车。
Well, Greg, I suspect the takeaway from today's lesson is probably 出租车.
I know. Exactly.
Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore. Well, I think for any beginner Chinese students, you probably have heard that writing, 汉字 is extremely complicated in Chinese.
Absolutely.
There are 2,000-3,000 commonly used Chinese characters.
Right, and many more on top of those commonly used ones.
So how do we make sense of it all? Or as a beginner, how should you even approach 汉字?
It's a daunting task for sure, but I think the beginning, which we've started to introduce here in this dialogue, is pinyin.
对, so the importance of pinyin.
Right.
Now, pinyin is the romanization system for Chinese characters. So there are a number of Roman characters that we use to represent the different sounds of these Chinese characters.
Correct, complete with tone marks.
Exactly. Therefore, most Chinese learning resources, when you're starting off, even if they present you with Chinese writing,
Yeah,
they also include this pinyin to match it, right?
absolutely.
And that's why I think it's really important to learn pinyin in the beginning, because it will really help you to read new words, different words that you encounter.
Absolutely. So learn your pinyin well so that you can start to surmount this very, very difficult task.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
1996.
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/1996
1996.
and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/1996.
1996.